Hi again, Artemesis here, and I'm back with another 5th gen Wi-Fi battle, this time against someone named MSCownage from Smogon. So yeah, he leads with an Aself, as I lead with my Rose Raid. So I predict Fire Blasts right off the bat, so I go into my Dragonite to take it. But he actually goes for U-turn. Well, he could have taunted as well, and I didn't want my Roselia to take that. So I mean Rose Raid. I'm sorry. So yeah, he switches into his Salamence, and I I actually predicted him to over predict or to go for a Dragon Dance and then just get him out with a Dragon Tail. So this Raikou I'm afraid of because I know a lot of Raikous pack Hidden Power Ice, so I switch into my Ferrothorn, but he actually goes for a substitute, which I guess is a good play. But I'm really not afraid of Raikou, so I go for a Gyro Ball to break the sub. But this is my Ferrothorn is max special defense, and a Raikou can't really do any damage to me. But this Fortress comes in, and I think that this is a good time for my Rose Raid to come in and start dealing some, getting a Sleep Powder off, and then setting up Toxic Spikes. So that's what I do. And the Sleep Powder miss first turn, so I go for my Toxic Spikes, and he actually just stays in, maybe hoping he will wake up and go for a Rapid Spin or Gyro Ball to kill me, maybe. But yeah, so now I'm not sure if I want to go into Gengar, because he might go for Gyro Ball, so I don't want to sacrifice my Gengar just yet. So I go for a Hidden Power Fire, and he wakes up and goes for a Rapid Spin. So that's unfortunate because I lose my Toxic Spikes, but it's not too bad. Yeah. So I go for my Sleep Powder again, predicting a switch, but it actually it misses. So now I go into my Azumarill to take the Fire Blast, which I kinda knew was coming. He could have went for Draco Meteor as well, but he probably maybe predicted me to go into Ferrothorn, so I didn't want to do that. So I just go for a Aqua Jet to try and kill it, but he lives with a smidge of HP, and even Life Orb isn't enough to kill it off. But it's no worries because my Raikou is obviously faster, so it can kill it off. I predicted him to switch or not have enough special attack to break my sub, but he has Outrage as well, so that's gonna break my sub, and he will die from the Life Orb damage. So yeah, now he switches into his A-Self, which I didn't really have anything to switch into, so I just went for the Thunderbolt to see if I could kill him, because I know as A-Self is pretty frail, but he lives with a decent amount of HP, so, and it kills me with a Zen Headbutt. So I go into my Ferrothorn, which kind of walls it, and I get off my Stealth Rocks now. Now, Machamp could be really dangerous, so I'm gonna go for a Protect to scout what he wants to do, because I didn't want to switch into my Gengar and have him use Payback. So I switched into my Dragonite, predicting him to either go for Dynamic Punch or Payback, which I can take both of those really well. So here I go for Roost to get some more damage. No, to heal more HP back, get more HP back, something like that. And this Fortress will probably want to get away my Stealth Rocks, so I'm gonna switch into my Gengar this time, and that works out well, because now he can't get my rocks away. So I go for a substitute, as my Gengar does. It's pretty much all I do with my Gengar, just use substitute and then go for the disable. I didn't know. I have started to see a few people predicting me to go for a disable, so maybe I should. But well, it's kind of hard to predict those things, so it's probably best to be safe and just go for disable. So now I go for the substitute again, predicting him to either try to switch out basically, because he can't hurt me, unless he had payback. But I don't think any for Ferrothorn. No, I mean Fortress has both Gyro Ball and payback. I haven't seen it before, so. He switches into Vaporeon and he goes for Protect. I don't know why. Maybe get a bit of leftovers, but I get leftovers or Black Sludge as well, so he doesn't really get anything from that. So he goes for the Roar, which will obviously switch me out, and I lose my sub, which is not cool. But I go for Sleep Powder here. I was debating if I wanted to go for Leaf Storm, but I didn't think it would kill, judging from how much that. Well, it might have killed, but I didn't want to take the chance. He could have been high. He could have high special defense, so he switches into his Raikou as I go for my Toxic Spikes. And here I don't really know what my thought process were. I predicted him to go for a Hidden Power Ice, and I just left Roserade in as Death Father and just get some damage on it with the Hidden Power Fire. I didn't know which would do more, Hidden Power Fire or Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm is of course resisted by Raikou, but I get Stab and it's higher base power, so it could have maybe been more, but oh well. I go into my Ferrothorn, which walls this Raikou, and I predicted him to switch, so I use Leech Seed, but he actually stays in and goes for a substitute, which I did not expect. So now I go for a Gyro Ball to kill off the substitute, and that works out well. So yeah, he can't really hurt me at all. So I don't know why he wanted to stay in, but now at least I figure that he has to switch out. So I go for another Leech Seed. So yeah, just waiting for the game to catch up with me. Yeah, and he switches into his Machamp, which gets poisoned, and Lumberry cures its poison. And then I Leech Seed him. Yeah, so now I go for a Protect again, just to get some Leech Seed damage and see if he wants to do something else than Payback and Dynamic Punch, which I know he has both of those. But I maybe he had Ice Punch or Stone Edge, or yeah. So now I predict him to go for Payback again, so I stay in and I go for the Gyro Ball, but he actually predicts that of me, so there's just all kinds of predictions going on. But so he goes for a Dynamic Punch, and it does a lot to my Ferrothorn, but I survive with a bit of HP and get my Gyro Ball off. But here I tried to go for Protect to stall him out with Leech Seed, but I actually hit myself in confusion, and he gets a critical hit with his Ice Punch, which I don't think mattered. I had a pretty low HP, so yeah, I go into my Dragonite here, and I don't know if he knows I have Roost. That's the only move he knows. So I don't know. I went for a Light Screen because I didn't want to go for a Roost, because I knew I was faster, and then my Dynamic Punch would have done more damage to me. So I knew most of his guys, and well, I knew he had some guys left that did special that attacked from the special side, so I wanted to get the light screen up to maybe save the other Pokemon I have, which is Gengar. So I go into my Gengar and he misses his Sen Headbutt, which was huge. Now I'm able to kill this Azelf off with my Gengar, and he switches into his Raikou, and I just go for another Shadow Ball to kill it off, and I just can't believe that he actually missed my. Well, he's faster of course and goes for the lightning bolt, and I take it really well because of light screen. So that actually saved me there. I think it was the right play to go for the light screen there. And he sends in his Vaporeon, which is asleep of course, and I don't think he would have be able to kill me if he woke up anyway, because I have light screen up, and judging from the damage of that Raikou, which it has more special attack than Vaporeon, so I would have lived that and be able to kill him off. So now he sends out his last Pokemon for Artemesis, which I will be able to kill off with another Shadow Ball. So that was a great game. That bit of hacks really helped me out. So yeah, hope you liked it, and see you later.